Hello and welcome back to Suncorp Stadium. The last time of this season, teams will be playing here, and it's the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Canberra Raiders in what is shaped up to be a cracking match for the final spot in the grand final to play against the Manly Warringah Seagulls. I'm your commentator, Will Cade, joined the commentary box by your SRL Commissioner, Lachlan Martin.
Yeah, Cam, really looking forward to this game. The Raiders coming in with a bit of fire after being the Panthers 2 weeks in a row to get their spot in to this game here after narrowly getting past the Panthers 18-16 last week. A lot of people doubted them in the off-season, but they've really come in with a bit of fire into this final series. And a win here will get them into their second consecutive grand final, and the Broncos are aiming to make their first ever SRL grand final. Should be an exciting match.
And who would have tipped them to be here last season, sitting at the bottom of the table? The very bottom, the 8th spot. And now look where they are. Just one step away from SRL Grand Final glory. We are looking forward to this match very, very much. It's Jack Carl leading out his team in his first ever elimination final appearance, as they're going to play the ball here. And Tim James, the Raiders, we're looking for a good set to start off here. And the Broncos, we're looking to keep them down this opposite end.
Yeah, look, the Broncos are going to focus on clean their sets. No one errors. Had a lot of errors last week, the Broncos. They want to make sure they complete nicely as Arnold plays it over. I think they're going to go for 40-20 early on here. Oh, that's a poor kick, though, by Matt Oos.
That's a shocking kick. Joey Kelly on the trot gets a good kick return off that one. He's brought down 35 out from the opposition line. That was a shocking kick. There's got guys going down. Lucas Juice down in the centres there. Tries to get around some of the Raiders' defense early, and it looks like the Broncos are very much on the front foot here. Justin Monkey now powering through the middle. Tim James brings him down. A fantastic effort last week and showboating a little bit. Oh, and a huge shot! Who was that? I think it was Ben Arnold.
What a tackle there on him. Rohan Kaval hope to get up quickly because now his team has to defend, but that was a massive hit there. Brilliant stuff. They're definitely fired up today, the Raiders.
There's a massive play there from Ben Arnold. Oh, and a held and tackle penalty. Wow. The Broncos giving away a penalty within the opposition's half. And Matt Oos is going to kick for touch. And that is disappointing there from the Broncos.
This is what I'll talk about. The Broncos did make sure they complete their sets. Obviously, we hit probably more of the Raiders, forced it out to lose. Ben Arnold it was. But then they conceded a very easy low break to Marshall Edwards before they give away a penalty. Their discipline needs to be improved from last week. The Broncos want to have a good chance of winning this game, and so far, it's not looking great.
Barnes straight through the line there. Looking for the try line, but Joey Kelly reels him in. They go left. It's Leondis with the ball, driven back 15 out from the opposition line. Now it's the Raiders with a chance of attack. Where are they going to go? They go left. It's Ben Arnold trying to power over the top, trying to reverse the roles and just floor Simon Hunt. They go right. Tim James links up with Thompson. Thompson's one-on-one here with Jack Carl. And he's brought down over the line there, around the legs, I think it was. The big man, Jordan Williams, in the 8 jersey. It's the 5th tackle now. Tim James goes left. It's Al Edwards with the kicking duty. That's a weird one for the winger. It's a high ball, but Kelly takes it well. And they'll go out to the 20 for a tap restart.
Yeah, probably a little bit too deep there from Marshall Edwards. I don't know what he was doing to making the kick there. But he put it high and probably a little bit too deep there. Kelly took it relatively comfortably in the end. Broncos have the ball back with a 7-tackle set.
Yeah, now we've got Sam Herbin, the centre, running up the ball. It's been a good move for him, I think. He's played pretty well. I think he'd prefer being in the halves or the fullback role, but off to Melbourne next season, and hopefully he gets a spot like that there as we got Gronk going right. It's Wilson with the ball. Driven back in that tackle over the top. It's Aaron Leondis doing a fantastic contact. Oh, Justin Monkey bobbles it straight to the line, gets an offload too. Blair Curtin there. The newcomer, the mid-season trade, getting the offload 20 metres after the opposition line now. Fair makes the tackle, and Simon Hunt brought down 10 metres out from the try line. They go right. It's Blair Curtin giving it to Caval. High kick. Where's it weighted? Where's it going to be? It's Mayava with the take. It steps one, Mayava. A good return there and gets his team out a little bit of a pinch.
Yeah, really good catch there by John Boy Mayava. Was under a lot of pressure there. I think it was Joey Kelly coming through to make the catch, but He caught it nicely, and now the Raiders are back on the attack here. And then stuff at the moment.
Yeah, pretty fair contest at the moment. Both teams finding the gaps. Their halves linking up to put their backs and forwards straight through the holes and make those successful line breaks. As Tim James goes left, it's Leondis just driving it hard through the middle. Blair Curtin. Oh no, sorry, Simon Hunt forced to make the tackle. Brought down. Opposition 40 is where they find themselves, the Raiders, at the end of this set. They go right. It's Luke Thompson with the kicking duties. That's a good kick there. Down to the wing of Cooper Gronk. They've got to be careful in this kick return as he steps one. Brought down on the 30 there. It's Eli Barnes cleaning up the scraps.
Yeah, good tackle there on Cooper Gronk, forcing him down there, but it was a good run. They've called Simon Hunt now. A ball, but an intercept.
An intercept there. Wally Allen pinching the ball from mid-air. The Raiders will start their set on the opposition 40 where they just ended their last set. And hopefully they'll get down for them as Leondis now straight to the line. Leondis has already made a big impact in this starting role. 15 meters out from the line now. Where are they going to go? It's Tim James with the ball going left. Fe'u with it. Fe'u looks to drive. Simon Hunt brings him down. They go left once again. Kaval. Rahul this time. He's brought down on the line. Referee says held up. He'll go out to the 10 to play the ball. As we go, it's Tim James, right, Matthews, looking to take on the line. Barnes with it! Barnes is cut down just short. I don't know who made that tackle. But it's a fantastic, it looks like they go left now. It's got some difficulties in the box, and it's Matthews just driving for the line. Blair Curtin cutting him just a metre short.
Yeah, a bit of a weird last tackle play once again there from the Raiders. Matthews just pretty much dropped it on his foot and did nothing with him. I'm not entirely sure what was happening there, but the Raiders once again let the Broncos off the hook. They could have really put pressure on them right there, but they let them off the hook. And once again, now the Broncos coming out the Raiders. Oh, but another error here.
Oh, the spilled ball from Kelly there. Leondis cleans it up. I want to know how many touches he's already had. As they go right, it's Luke Thompson going to Fe'u. Fe'u looking to make some good meters there, but Jordan Williams bring him down with the assistance of Wilson. As they go left now, it's Leondis with the ball. He's going to play it, just 32 out from the opposition line. It's Luke Thompson going to Wally Allen. Allen's turn to take a run down this right edge here. Wilson brings him down on a fantastic one-on-one tackle. As they go, Leondis once again, straight through the middle for Leondis. He only knows one way, and that is forward. As they go left, it's Matthews. It's charged down. Referee signals 6 again. The Broncos may be in a bit of trouble here. The Raiders looking to push on in this attack. Luke Thompson taking on the line now. He's brought down by Blair Curtin and Jordan Williams. Just short of the line. They go left. It's Fe'u straight to the line. Under the posts. And that's a terrific try for Tauranga Fe'u to open the scoring sheet.
Great stuff here by the Raiders. Tim James was with the great vision there from dummy half. They had Luke Thompson and Eli Barnes around the back there. And Leondis too, who has also been very involved in this game. But instead, Tim James sort of spots the defense has moved over, expecting a backline shuffle. So he just gives it short to Fe'u, and the line just opens up. And Fe'u scores the first try here for the Raiders. They've got all the ball early on, and they've had all the ball. And the Broncos line can't take it any longer, and they crack. Raiders strike first.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is Tauranga Fe'u's first final series try. A big congratulations to him, the third of the season. Going to Melbourne next season. He'll be looking to get some silverware for his team, and hopefully next week, as they want his team to be in the final. The Broncos will be looking to push on in this set and really keep the Raiders down this end. An aggressive defensive set, I think, is coming up here, Lachlan.
You have to agree the Broncos to get down, shut them down. No silly errors. Their discipline has to be better for Broncos. They've already had a few poor missed tackles, a few poor penalties, a few poor errors. They really need to fix up the discipline, the Broncos. It cost them the game last week, and I'd hate to see it cost them the game again today. Because they're better than that, the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos have been a terrific team all season. They just let it go last week against the Manly Warringah Seagulls. And they just lost that lead, and It was a terrific second half, but I think that this week Jack Carl will be into his boys about errors and making those mistakes and really pushing to make their first grand final appearance. As Mataus now puts the kick in behind the back. Justin plays with the kick return, and he's brought down. And that's good kick chase from the Raiders.
Yeah, great tackle there. Kelly now over hit up. Broncos did more of this. They're back 5, letting the forwards have a bit of a break for now. We've got Kelly with hit up now. Now it's guys. That's a good run there. But the Broncos, they need to make sure they complete the set. No silly errors. Nothing stupid. Just get to your kick the corners, and put the pressure on the Raiders.
The skipper now with the run, trying to take it towards the halfway line. Blair Curtin goes left. Down the wing now, Cooper Gronk didn't get wide enough, and he's brought down by, I think it's Mayava on that side. No, rather it's Jason Lumo on that side tonight as they go right. And it's Jack Carr with the kicking duties. That's a good kick there. Well struck. Eli Barnes gets there eventually. And there we go, the captain chasing his own kick and bringing down that fullback on his own 15.
Talk about leading from the front. He was the first man there on the kick chase. Jack Cole went down, made the tackle on his own kick, and now the Raiders sort of trapped down in their own half. This is better from the Broncos, but they can see the silly line break there.
Ben Arnold, a fantastic run from him there. He's been well involved. The two props for the Raiders have come off to a terrific start as Monkey's flat in there. Put straight on his backside. Leondis is out for blood, I think, tonight. Inside ball now. It's Barnes straight to the line. Steps Kelly. Barnes looking for the try line, but he's brought down. There's Broncos everywhere. It's Jordan Williams with the tackle eventually. 25 out now. Tim James goes right. It's Luke Thompson. Puts in an awkward punt there. It's allowed to bounce. Cooper Gronk on the trot. Gets it. But he's brought down. That's a terrific tackle to stop the runaway from Cooper Gronk. And now it's Wilson through the line. The Broncos hitting back all of a sudden with a couple line breaks of their own.
Yeah, the Broncos just sort of making sure their players can get up the middle here. That's another good run there by Monkey. They have to, just as always, just make sure they get to the end of their set. They're sort of pushing forward here. Caval takes on the line. Sometimes do have to cut up ball there, but he held it on nicely there. I think the Broncos have to get up the back of stuff that Tara doing. His kicking chain and his attitude at the moment, Jack Cole, is really strong. They have to get up the back of him. And I think if they can get up back with him, they can really put some pressure on the Raiders.
Here's a good Caval now, putting up a very high kick. It's Lumu coming down with it. And he's brought down once again. I think it's Jack Carl with the defensive effort.
Yeah, great stuff there once again by Jack Carl. They just have to get the back of that.
Awkward play the ball there. Tim James, I don't think he expected such a quick play the ball from his centre as they go right left now. It's Mataus giving it to Caval, the skipper of the other team. The two brothers battling it out once again tonight. As they go left again, Tim James finds Lewis. Lewis tries to get on the front foot. He's driven back in that one. As they go right, John Boy Mayala going to Mataus. Oh, it's an awkward kick from the 6 there. Kelly on the trot. You've got to be careful. And he's brought down there, number 14, Jordan Lewis, doing a fantastic job of getting there.
Yeah, look, a poor kick there once again with Mataus. He has to make sure a bit more distance on his kicks, I think. And now the Broncos have a great opportunity here to potentially tie it up.
As we got Jake Scott, he's going to play the ball. 15 out, they go right. It's Caval, giving it to Kelly. Goes to plays down the sideline. The skipper brings him down. Eli Barnes is there to assist him. Where are they going to go? They go left now. It's Simon Hunt. Giving it to guys. Beautiful ball, but the captain, the Raiders skipper, is there to make the defensive read. 5th tackle now. They go left. Blair Curtin gives it to Hunt. Hunt's powering. Fair takes him on. And he's turned on his back there. Great defense from the Raiders.
How did guys not score there? Caval with an absolutely amazing tackle on Logan, guys. I thought for certain guys was over there. He had try line in front of him, but Caval gets his arm around him and pulls him back into the field of play. And the Raiders survive with the skin of their teeth. But great defense there by the Raiders. Really impressed.
Yeah, that was fantastic from the Raiders just then. They've shown that they're a team that wants this win. They want this grand final berth. And they'll do anything to prove it. It's Jordan Lewis with the ball now. 4th tackle. Tim James goes left. It's Mataus. Now to Eli Barnes. They've got to be careful when he goes down the edge here. The Broncos' defense on the edge has been fantastic this season. But I think if any man can break it, it's Barnes as Mataus puts in the kick. That's a bit better from him. Justin plays, gets the ball. Justin plays, just strolls straight past Mayava and has to be brought down by Mataus just before the 30.
Yeah, another half chasing out an own kick and making tackle. This time it's Mataus on Justin plays. Really wanted to better himself after a couple poor kicks that have put the Raiders under pressure here. Is now, that's a good run for plays.
Justin plays, the former skipper, doing a fantastic run there, trying to inspire something. They're just using their backs at the moment, aren't they, the Broncos? And there we go. Once again, it's a centre with the ball. It's Deuce with it. As he's going to play the ball, Blair Curtin goes left. It's Simon Hunt with the ball. Hunt's looking for something. He's brought down just before the 20 here. Where's Blair Curtin going to go? Looks like they're setting up left here. It's Caval, high kick. Looks like it's going to land about 10 out. No, Lumu takes it. That's another great take from the Raiders centre.
Yeah, they're really targeting him today with those bombs, but once again, Lamu gets his arms above them, makes a great run. There's now a Wally Allen. Brilliant stuff there from the Raiders second row. Great run.
Fantastic stuff from Allen there. As they go right, it's Luke Thompson with the ball brought down on the 40. Tim James, the hooker, goes left. It's Lillard to Lewis. Lewis breaks a tackle. Lewis gets his head taken off. I think it was Lucas Deuce, the man swinging his arm. And this is not what they needed. The Broncos, a penalty within their own 40.
Yeah, that's very disappointing there from the Broncos. It was Jordan Lewis that got straight up the middle there. Great run, and then trying to cover, sort of sway arm just came around and sort of took his head off. And now the Broncos are once again putting themselves under huge pressure here.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be very happy with himself there. Lucas Deuce with his swinging arm. He just came across to try and make that cover tackle and just crept it way too high. Barnes! Oh, stop it! You've just beaten the entire Broncos middle.
I think the entire Broncos forward pack there just picked up a missed tackle on Eli Barnes there. You got step past 3 or 4 plays to get to the line here. A beautiful inside pass there. Simon Hunt and Jake Scott, the ones that got wrong footed. I think there's even Joey Kelly trying to dive. Maybe he has a bit of a delayed reaction there. Probably about 5 seconds too late. But Barnes goes under the post, and just like that, the Raiders are about to be 12-0 up against the Broncos. These errors and penalties are costing them. Their discipline needs to be better for Broncos. Otherwise, they're not giving themselves a chance to win this game.
That was a huge right foot step. An enormous one. I don't know how he got so far off, and I wish I had springing legs like Eli Barnes, but that is phenomenal stuff from the fullback there. And he's really put his team up with a bit of confidence, a bit of gusto. And I think that the skipper, Rahul Kaval, will be happy with his choice of fullback there.
Yeah, Barnes is a tremendous player. One of the best fullbacks. Season 4 MVP, and once again he's leading his team nicely, and he's looking to send them to a grand final. And currently we're on track to do that. 12-0 up. They're playing very well.
We're only just crossing into this 30-minute mark now. There's a long way to go, but if they keep on playing, Lomo, fantastic run down the sideline. The centre getting involved. They go left. It's Demando giving it to Thompson. Thompson's driven back in that tackle. They don't want to give him any more meters. The Broncos, Carl leading his team there and linking up with Wilson to make that effort, as Lewis now with the ball. He's going to be brought down. 45 out from the try line. They go left. Once again, they're spreading this ball. It's the skipper now with it. Coming up against his brother. His brother doesn't want to make the tackle on him as they go. It's right this time. Mataus puts in a kick. It's a good punt this time. Cronk with the ball. Steps one. Cooper Cronk. Gronk's away, I think. Gronk's away. 30, 20, 10. He's got his team right back in it.
That's what the Broncos needed. They really needed that. Cooper Gronk was a brilliant run here from the winger. Just got around a couple of defenders. Wally Allen came across to potentially make the tackle, but he's just not fast enough. Outpaces the Mando, and Cooper Gronk, they really needed that, the Broncos. That's how you get your team scoring off in this game. Great stuff there from Cooper Gronk. Broncos really needed that.
Well, you look at the moves of the season, and I've got 2 for the Broncos. You've obviously got Joey Kelly at the fullback role, tremendous player. And then you've got Cooper Gronk on the wing. He is deadly, Lachlan. He has put teams to sleep a couple times this season. And just the way he returns kicks, it's just something else. It's something phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, it 100% is. And, well, Cooper Gronk, he's been very good for the Broncos this season. And that is a way to get the team. That's something that's leading by actions right there, Cooper Gronk. Just put on some late footwork there, got past a couple of defenders. And then once he does, he just charges up the middle. He wasn't being stopped from there. Once he gets into space, you're not stopping Cooper Gronk. And, well, he won a premiership last year with the Cowboys, and I think he's looking to do the same here with Broncos, because that's the way. That's how you lead your team. Great stuff there.
Yeah, that's a fantastic try from Cooper Gronk as they go right now. It's Carl linking up with his halves partner. It's Caval. Brought down just before the 40 there. His brother not wanting to hurt his little brother. As they go straight to the line, Jackson Allison in his trademark role, punching through the middle in an impact forward position. Seamus Wilson with the ball now, brought down on the 40. Where are they going to go now? It's Blair Curtin with the ball. They go left, deep to Carl, who gets plenty of time to kick it down to the wing of Demando. Demando's going to step one, but there he is again. It's Jack Carl making the tackle on his own kick.
Yeah, good set off the points there by the Broncos. They didn't do more stuff like that. Complete their sets, kick early, kick the corners, and force the Raiders down under a little bit of pressure down in their own half.
Yeah, and it's just efforts all across the field as the skipper gives away a penalty here. And it looks like the referee's not having any of it. We're just listening to the comms there, and he's given a stern warning to Jack Carl there.
Yeah, I think the skipper gave a little bit back to him. I don't think he's impressed with a penalty. I think he felt like he was in his right to hold on there, but referee quite obviously disagrees there. And well, now the Raiders have another opportunity here. The Broncos can simply not afford to concede here. If they are down by 12 and a half, that'll be really disappointing.
Barnes now with the ball. Great line break. Joey Kelly brings him down on the 15. Second tackle. They go left. It's Allen going to Lillard. Lillard just pushing through the middle here. It's Blair Curtin and Simon Hunt having to bring him down. Left again. It's Feu. Link it to Caval. The skipper looking for some points of his own. Brought down about 5 short from the line. Tim James goes right. Inside ball to Feu. Feu's looking for the line. Brought down just there. Over the try line. Referee Ashley Klein wants to have another look at this. I say no try as well, Ashley. Yeah, it looks like Joey Kelly's got that ball locked up. Out to the 10, we'll go for the final play. Where's it going to go? Last play here, 5th tackle. They go right. Matthews, high ball. Gronk's underneath it. And Gronk takes it comfortably. Fantastic take from Cooper Gronk.
He's had some massive plays these past 5 minutes. First to try now. Brilliant take there. Jason Loman coming under it. We know how good he is in the air. He's been very good in the air all day. But right there, Gronk just managed to leap just that little bit higher to get that catch. And now the Broncos have a 7-tackle set.
Yeah, the Broncos will be looking to push down. They're already at the 50 on their first. So we've got Jackson Allison with the ball. They may be getting some points on before half-time, I think, with the way they're campaigning down. They're making 10 metres a tackle. Blair Curtin goes right. It's Carl with the ball. Inside to Simon Hunt. Straight through the middle. Tim James makes the tackle when Feu was hanging on the outskirts there. Just under 3 minutes left in this half. This will be the last set for the Broncos probably as Caval with the ball. 10 metres out. Where are they going to go? It's Curtin. Goes left. Goes to Hunt. Hunt with the kicking duties. It's a high one. Who's underneath it for them? And Demando, uncontested pretty much. It's Demando straight through. It's a foot race. There's Broncos everywhere. Caval, the halfback's the one to get to him. Brought down just before the 50. They go left. It's Matthews. Awkward ball. And a knock on there from Rahul Caval. And that's disappointing there from the Raiders. The Broncos going to get one more chance on this.
Yeah, the Raiders will really want to defend it. They do not want to give the Broncos potentially tight before the break. They've been the better side so far to all. That could be an error there.
Jordan Williams cleaning up the awkward ball, and he has to lose a couple of metres for his troubles. Oh, and another awkward one. Carl, what are you doing out there with his passing right now? Justin Monkey forced to clean it up. 30 metres out now. It's Carl. That's a better pass down to the wing of Gronk. It looks like it was Demando slipping over. 20 metres is where they find themselves. Blair Curtin goes right. Oh, beautiful ball to Williams. Just brought down. It's Tim James with a terrific try saver. This will be the last play of the half here. It's Carl rather. Carl off the high kick. Where's it going? Edwards takes it. And they'll get a repeat set, but they'll probably only get a play or two.
Yeah, another great catch there. Both teams have been bombing it really high, but both off the outside backs of both teams have been taking them with ease. Another great catch, this time on Marshall Edwards.
That's half time. The referee just calls half time awkwardly. 6-12. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to SRL TV. It's the Brisbane Broncos taking on the Canberra Raiders. The Raiders currently with the 12-6 lead in what was a blockbuster first half. End-to-end footy and very even matchup. Spectacular rugby league is being played at Suncorp Stadium tonight. And we are looking forward to this second half thriller in what will be the decider for who faces the Manly Warringah Seagulls in the grand final.
Yeah, very solid first half on both teams. The Broncos probably need to fix up their discipline a little bit. 2 penalties and 7 errors compared to 1 error and 0 penalties from the Raiders. It's definitely a big difference so far. Broncos, considering how many errors they've made, they're doing pretty well. But they need to fix those errors if they want to give themselves an opportunity. Oh, and Cooper Gronk again. Great stuff.
Cooper Gronk had a fantastic last 20 minutes of the first half. And he's continuing that form now as they go.
Oh.
It's Simon Hunt straight through. Eli Barnes gets an ankle tap on him and it slows him down enough for Tim James to make the tackle. A fantastic opening set. Oliver goes to Carl. High kick. Where's who? There, it's a tap back for Johnny Kelly. And he's going to tie it up just after half time.
Well, talk about starting your half off in the right way. Great kick here from Carl, and it was a tap back. Not entirely sure who it was. Might have actually been Bailey Wilson out of all players, but Kelly lands in the clutches of Kelly and he crosses over for his first try of the match. His 18th try of the season, my God. He's having a season. And well, the Broncos, it takes one set and now we're about to be tied up in this game. Great start from the Broncos.
Fantastic. That's what you call a bombardment. That was just eager to get down the opposite end. I wish we had a recording of what Carl said at half time because, well, I think it would have been interesting to listen to, but I don't think our editors would be very happy with how much beeping they'd probably have to do. As we've got Luke Thompson. He's about to kick off, and wow, the Raiders just looking shell-shocked at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Raiders were surprised by how quick they started this half. They just straight away, Simon Hunt had a great run before it was a tap back for Joey Kelly, and once Kelly got his hands on the ball, you're not stopping him that close to the line. And well, the Broncos, they needed that start. And just like that, despite how many errors they had in this first half, it's 12 all.
Well, there we go. It's a reset for the Broncos, 12 all. Carl's probably telling his team that it's 0 all, and this is a fresh game now. It's squared away. We'll see what happens and what's going to unfold in this. Well, looks like it will be dramatic. Second half, Kelly down the sideline.
Oh, no.
Inside ball, Barnes! Barnes is gone, I think. No, he's brought down. Who's that with the tackle?
Bailey
That
Wilson.
is amazing. Is that Wilson? Oh, they go right here. It's Matahus. Barnes should have kept to his sideline. He probably would have just been able to get all the way. Matahus plays the ball. Tim James goes right. On and Charlie Rossini comes up with it. Oliver just fumbling the ball, and wow, what a turn of events there.
That has to be one of the best chase downs I've ever seen. How did Barnes not get away in open field in front of him? Bailey Wilson just got across, I think it might have been. Definitely wasn't Kelly, because Kelly, well, he was the one that threw the pass that ended up going to Barnes. And Bailey Wilson just chased him there. I thought Barnes was going for all money.
Yeah, I thought he was, and well done to Bailey Wilson to get there and chase down what is one of the quickest blokes in the league, one of the game breakers as we got Cooper Gronk. All of a sudden, the Broncos are down the opposite end here. We got Sam Herbin spits it to Oliver. Oliver with the kicking duties. Who's underneath it? It's Marshall Edwards coming across and making a terrific take.
Yeah, great stuff there from Marshall Edwards. There's actually no one under it. To sprint across field to get over there. And once he did, he sort of used the momentum to get his hands above Joey Kelly and make that catch. And now Raiders up over the 40. Jordan Lewis with a great run.
As we've got Allen now with the ball, and that's a good first tackle for them as they go Lecky Tua subbing on at half-time, and he's going to take a solid run there. They go right. It's Matthews giving it to Jordan Lewis. Lewis pushing forward in that one. Brought down on the 30-metre line. Where are they going to go? It's James with the ball, given to Rossini, who's playing in that lock jersey, or that lock position, rather. As they go, Rossini again with the ball. Rossini fends off one. Hunt brings him down about 7 short of the try line. Tim James looking both ways. He goes left. Matthews, high kick. It's going out to the wing here. Who's underneath it? It's Lucas Juice with a terrific take. And a terrific little run there to get his team on the front foot for this set.
Yeah, great stuff there by Lucas Juice. Once again, another great catch. Other than that Joey Kelly try, all the outside backs have been tested. And for the most part, they've been able to, leap above and make those brilliant catches that they needed to. And now, the Broncos coming out their own end. They survived that raid, but they have to focus on once again clean sets. They still had a few errors, They've only like 2 from 3 in this half still after the Joey Kelly errors. Now, Kelly takes another good run.
Kelly's brought down there just before the 50. A good defensive set from the Raiders there. As they got Carl with the kicking duties, they go to Demando's wing this time. It's Demando on the kick return. He just stuns Gronk there for a second, but he's brought down by Herbin. They go left now. It's Lumu going to Allen, who takes a solid run up the middle. They go left again. Tim James, Jordan Lewis gets an offload back to his hooker, and they pretty much end up on where they started in that play. Tim James goes left. Charlie Rossini goes to Tua. Lecky Tua brought down on the 50. He's going to play the ball. They go right. Tim James goes to Luke Thompson. Now to Rossini. Brought down the 40 there. Jordan Williams, another fantastic tackle from him. He's been busy tonight as they go Luke Thompson punting it. And it's going to bounce. It's going to hold up there. Where's it going? Justin Plays stands with it for a second. Oh, he's very close to the sideline here.
Very close to the... I don't know how he stayed in there.
Oh! He somehow stayed in. Joey Kelly, straight through! It's on foot race. Barnes is in front of him. Offload to Bailey Wilson. Wilson's brought down there on the 40. Fantastic run. A little bit out of trouble there, the fullback. After somehow the ex-skipper stayed into touch. Jackson Allison with the ball now. Brought down on the 30. Where are they going to go? It's Eddie Oliver going right. Caval gives it to Guys. Guys pushes forward. Going to play the ball. They go left again. Simon Hunt goes to Jackson Allison. Allison's going to be brought down on the 10. And he's going to play the ball there. Once again in attacking positioning here. Carl puts up a very high kick. Who's underneath? It's Lomu with the ball. Stepping Carl. And Lomu gets down the sideline a bit. And players falling over everywhere. It looks like it was Guys with the final tackle there.
Some of the desperation tackles tonight. Lamu that time got into a bit of space there before quite a few Broncos players dove at him to make sure they got that tackle. And we saw one on Wilson earlier as Barnes breaks up the middle.
Barnes getting a good couple run meters for his team and just being electrifying for the Raiders right now as Edwards is going to play the ball 40 out from the opposition line. They may go for an early kick here as they go to Matthews, but no, he spreads the ball to Tua instead, who's going to be pushed back in the tackle. It's Simon Hunt over the top and driven as they go. It's Tim James, left, Matthews, punting it. Who's behind it? It's Justin Plays with the kick return. Justin Plays, stepping on, goosing Barnes. Brought down on the 40. And I think it was Samuel Lillard bringing him down there as they go left. It's Guys once again. Guys straight through. Logan Guys, a fantastic run from him. Oliver looking both ways. Alex go right. Inside ball to Kelly here.
Oh, no.
Kelly breaks the tackle of James. He's brought down by Barnes, I think. No, rather, that's Samuel Lillard again. They got similar haircuts. They go left. It's Jackson Allison. Fourth tackle there. Already past the 10. Eddie Oliver, he goes right. It's Carl giving it to Bailey Wilson, the man that stopped the try earlier is looking for one now. Just short of the line. Oliver gets square. He goes left. It's Carl. Goes back to Caval. High ball. Who's underneath it? It's Demando. Fantastic take. Demando on the front foot for his team there. Kelly and Williams have to bring him down.
How did the Raiders stop the Broncos there? It was Joey Kelly, Simon Hunt, all going up to Bailey Wilson. Had multiple line breaks looking for tries. But desperation once again from the Canberra Raiders stopped that try. There's some desperation tackles tonight, I'll tell you what. Bailey Wilson earlier, obviously the notable one. But God, there were about 4 missed tackles from Kelly before he was pulled down. It was just desperation to make sure they get the tackle.
As Lillard there is brought down, the Raiders struggling to get down this opposite end, but they're doing a better job in this set here as Demando is just going to be brought down on that 30. Luma is going to get the ball and shift it left, you'd think. There he goes. He goes to Rossini with the kicking duties. The hooker playing in that back position. No. And as Justin plays on the kick return, Barnes gets to him easily, but not before he snatches 20 metres for his team. As they go Lucas Juice now left. Hunt with the ball, giving it to Guys. Guys is going to look for some extra metres and drive here, but no such luck. They go left. It's Caval giving it to Jack Carl. Carl brought down on the 50 there. And where they're going to go, it's Eddie Oliver going left, down to this edge here. Jackson Allison driving forward here. Lumu brings him down. Brought down on the 40. They go right. It's Simon Hunt with the ball. Jordan Williams. Brought down just before the 30. As they go right once again. Carl with the kicking duties. He's going to kick to the opposite end this time. It's Marshall Edwards on the wing.
Great tackle.
And he's crushed in that tackle. Lucas Deuce just one-manning him, and fantastic stuff from the centre.
Yeah, Marshall was going to dangerous. Off those kick returns. Great tackle there by Lucas Deuce. Just up and under, making sure he can't get any momentum off that run. And great stuff from the Broncos as the Raiders have to work out of their own half.
As we've got Lecky Tua getting an offload to Mataus. It's the 4th tackle. They're deep inside their own territory here, the Raiders. You'll think they'll kick early. And that is what they'll do. Marshall Edwards inside his own 40. Oh, that may be out on the full. No, it's not out on the full. I thought it was going out, but Kelly is forced to let it bounce. And that is fantastic stuff from Edwards, getting his team out of a bit of a snag there.
Yeah, I didn't realise Edwards had a booty. That's the second kick he made today. It was all big shot there on Deuce. That's going to inspire some players there.
Leondis folded Deuce, and geez, I don't think Deuce has ever been more frightened in his life. It's Guys now with the ball. He's going to be brought down just before the 50 here. Eddie Oliver goes to the halfback Caval. That's Rohan, as he's going to be brought down. It's Mataus, another tackle there for the 5'8", as they go left. Oh, an error. Tim James is going to clean it up. They'll get a 7-tackle set starting on the 50 here. And that is drastic from the Broncos, and not the time you want to be making an error.
Yeah, disappointing from the Broncos. Talk about completion. They've been a lot better this half, but they definitely did not need that as now. The Raiders presented an opportunity to either apply pressure or potentially try and take the lead.
And that is as drastic as Tim James now with the ball. Mike for a big dive! And the Raiders once again take the lead.
What a play there. This time it was Lecky Tua straight up the middle. Got a ball over to John Mahava. And he cannot be stopped. And well, the Raiders take the lead off another Broncos error. And the Broncos, they just need to complete better. And they'd be in this game. They'd be doing a lot better. They'd be more likely to be in the lead if they just complete better. They need to stop giving the Raiders opportunities. It's what cost them against Manly. And I'm worried it might cost them here.
Yeah, I think it may cost them here. They need to tighten up quickly. We've seen how good that this second half has been from the Broncos. They've been dominant the whole time, but as soon as they make an error, the Raiders are the team to fully exploit that, and you best believe they'll take it all the way. It's got a big closing 20 here for the Broncos. An exciting match. I'm nervous for Carl. I'm sure Carl's nervous for himself, and well, Rahul Kaval is nervous for his team. It's just nerves all over, and we've got a very big closing 20.
It's going to be interesting from here. But no one takes the first step. They really just need to make sure they complete sets, Broncos. If they can, they'll get another opportunity in this game if they can complete a couple sets. But they have to make sure they don't concede first. But they will get another opportunity, Broncos, and they need to take that when they do.
A fantastic run from Lucky Tua there. Another player that is storm-bound. As they're going to go, they go left here. It's Matus going to Tua. Lucky Tua, another run from him. He's been pretty tireless since he's come off the bench here. Matus goes right. Tim James with the ball. Oh! And he's dropped the ball here, I think, Simon Hunt. Oh, no, rather. Simon Hunt's gone down. And that's not good signs there.
Oh, that looks painful there from Simon Hunt. Oh, he's in a lot of trouble there. We'll have to get an update later on. I'll go down and speak to the Broncos medical staff to see what we can have. But that looked very painful from Simon Hunt. That could be a long recovery there.
And that may be drastic if the Broncos do get through the grand final. I guess we'll have to wait and see. As Jackson Ellison driving in this one. Brought down on the 40. As they go right now. It's Eddie Oliver giving it to Carl. Kaval now with the ball. He's going to find his way just to sneaking up on the 50 here. Oliver goes right. It's plays now with the ball to Deuce. Deuce trying to get around. But Deuce can't get around the likes of John Blomeyer, the try scorer. Gives a big how do you do. And Logan Guys gets in the way there and takes the run on the last. As we wait to hear from the Broncos medical staff. As we've got Leondis playing the ball and to play the ball to start their set on the 40 pretty much.
Yeah, another set not completed by the Broncos, or maybe not getting to that kick. Disappointing there once more. We do have a little bit of an update from the Broncos medical staff. We've just gone and spoken down to a couple of their players. It's a suspected calf injury, or upper thigh I should say. More so for Simon Hunt. He is out for today's game. He will not be returning. And unfortunately, it's going to be very hard for him. It's up to the Broncos whether he could potentially play another game this season. They're not so sure if he'll be back at all this season, Simon Hunt.
Yeah, that's a big call there. And well, I guess we'll be on the edge of our seat. And all the best wishes for Simon Hunt. And if he doesn't come back next week, we hope him a speedy recovery as the Broncos play the ball here. Referee says not play the Barnes. No way he's done that. No way Barnes has just pushed over. I think he's gotten the ball down here, Lachlan.
You cannot let a player like that do that. What were the Broncos doing? A kick just bounced around. Look though, Barnes just picks it up. You'd expect him to just put a little kick in, maybe force a repeat set. Instead he just runs at the two defenders in front of him. Has about a metre space between them. How does he push over there? How do they push over? Surely you'd be expecting to put pressure on Barnes and force him back. But Barnes, it just somehow finds a line. And he has a second now. And well, the Broncos are going to have a really struggle to get back now. 12 points down with 11 minutes or so to go. The Broncos season is hanging by a thread now.
I've got no words for that. Eli Barnes, you superstar. Fantastic try in the, last 10 minutes of the game to put your team up by 12. What a player, Eli Barnes. And it was that man there, Blair Curtin, just deflecting that kick. He's the replacement for Simon Hunt coming off the bench. And, geez, he'll be disappointed with himself there. Oh, it's Arnold. Absolutely flattens. I think that's Curtin in back play. It is. And he said, welcome back to the forward pack, brother. Here's what you've got running at you. As we got Lecky Tua with another run.
They
go right. It's
Lecky Tua. Set up the try early. He's just been really strong in that left edge for the Raiders. Great stuff there for him.
Has been phenomenal for the Raiders. And just playing 40 minutes. Just something phenomenal about him in this second half. As Lecky Tua with the ball once again. He's brought down just over 35 out from the try line now. The Raiders will be looking to keep the Broncos down this end and really extinguish any hopes of a finals appearance, a grand final appearance for the Broncos. They've done a terrific job tonight, the Raiders. As Kaval gives the ball to Guys. The Broncos still pushing on. They still think they're playing like they can still win this game. And They're playing their hearts out here, but there's not much left in the tank, Lachlan.
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough blast. 8 minutes for Raiders fans. Hoping they all want to consider another try. Want to keep the Broncos at arm's length, as the Raiders are very close to getting to their second consecutive grand final.
We've got Joey Kelly with the run there. They didn't make too many meters, finding their way to the 40.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's come off the head of Monkey. And Caval's had to clean it up there. Not an error, but not the finish that you want.
Another play set when they don't get to their kick. I don't know what's happening with the Broncos at the moment. They just can't seem to complete as well as they should be, and it's really costing them the game. And with 7 minutes to go, I don't know if the Broncos can come back now. It's going to be very, very hard.
Yeah, wow. That is huge from the Broncos there. They just haven't been themselves tonight, and I think the Raiders have put a lot of pressure on them. They've really been testing their halves, and they've really been testing, especially their hooker, Blair Curtin, in the first half, and in the second half, Eddie Oliver, the rookie. I think that is probably some of the reason the Broncos are just kind of intimidated at the moment. The Raiders have been going full force, full pelt, full throttle at them. They've been at it the whole game. As Kronk now has been driven back into his own in-goal here. The Raiders with the repeat set.
Yeah, wow, this is a huge play by the Raiders. It pretty much means that the Broncos, they have to force an error and go 100 meters. It's just not going to happen. The Raiders are looking to put the nail into the coffin right now in this set.
Yeah, and I think even if they don't score here, the Broncos will not have enough time to go 100 meters twice. Oh, and Marshall Edwards straight through a gap. Oh,
too easy.
It's going to be Edwards. Edwards is going to seal the win. And it's going to be the Raiders playing the Sea Eagles in the grand final. Take a bow, Marshall.
Yeah, well, they've won at the right time, the Raiders, in this final series. It was a beautiful pass there from, I think it might have been Luke Thompson onto the chest of Marshall. And he gets into the gap. He beats Kelly back on the inside. And the Broncos are going to be bowing out in this preliminary final, and the Raiders are going to their second consecutive grand final. Well done.
Well, what a season that the Broncos have had. A terrific effort from Jack Carl to get his team from dead last to second on the ladder. And they've just gone down in the finals. It's a disappointing end to a season for a team that has taken the competition by storm. But tonight, it is the story of the Canberra Raiders and Rahul Kaval leading his team to a second grand final in a row. And what an experience it has been. A big congratulations to all the Raiders players. And they've done what no team thought they would be able to do, coming from fourth and all the way to the grand final. They'll be playing the first placed Manly Sea Eagles. What an effort from the Raiders tonight. They have been just incredible.
Yeah, the Raiders have played very well. They've been underdog in both their finals games. But now they're going to be the biggest underdogs to all against the Manly Sea Eagles. Everyone said that this was over. Clearly not, as they're in their third grand final. And it's going to be... They've never lost the grand final to Manly. But it's going to be an amazing matchup next week. First versus fourth. Underdog versus, well, a team that not long ago was back-to-back premiers. What a game it should be.
Yeah, we'll not talk about my team too much, but we know the game plan. And wow, Barnes just steaming onto that ball there. They're just looking to complete their sets now and slow down this play, the Raiders. The Broncos, they're still trying to put on a show for their fans, but they've essentially lost all hope in what has been a severe end to their season. Jackson Ellison with a run. Eddie Oliver picking up the ball. It's Carl giving it to Williams.
Look at the Raiders. They're still wanting to put from the Broncos here. Wow, they still want another try, the Raiders. They're not done yet. They know there's a minute left, but they want another try. They really want to put the scoreline out.
Yeah, they really do. As Blair Curtin with the ball now. The Raiders defense rushing. They've maintained them within their own 40 here, the Raiders. They are playing the 80-minute game. As they go, Kaval. It's a deep kick. Eli Barnes on the kick return. And surely he doesn't... Oh, my God. Eli Barnes with a break. Eli Barnes with a line break. Herman's coming up on behind. He's going to be brought down 10 metres out. It's going to be one final play for the Raiders. One last try One last attempt. It's Lomu with the ball. He's brought down. Surely he doesn't play it in time. And that's it for the game. It's the Canberra Raiders who are going to go to the SRL Season 5 Grand Final, beating the Broncos 30-12. And that is an incredible game. One of the best. It has been a pleasure to be here, Lachlan.
Yeah, it has. What a game there by both teams. They really just... 9 errors to 2, 3 penalties to none. 30 more tackles. The Broncos just ruled themselves out of the game similar to last week. And, well, the Broncos, they've just... Yeah, wow. This is so disappointing. They were looking so good coming into the finals, but that's their third loss in a row, actually, the Broncos. And they'll have a long off season to go see what went wrong, because it hasn't been the end of the year they would have liked.
Well, you can't win a game with that many errors and that little ball. As we got Gully with 231 metres. It's Cronk with 222 and plays 142. The back three doing a terrific job for the Broncos, but it just wasn't enough, was it? And wow. Just wow.
Look at their tackles. 25 by Guys, 25 by Simon Hunt, 23 by Blair Curtin. They
only played 58 minutes.
More tackles
as well.
Yeah. Take a look at the Raiders stat. I think was a good starting point. Look,
oh wow.
They had one player above 20. I think Broncos had 3, and then had a lot of players barely under 20.
And there we go. Barnes, 291 metres. What's more, 12 tackles, none missed. 11 line breaks and 2 tries. There is no questioning that Barnes was the best player out there tonight.
Not just the best player, but I think he might have just pronounced himself as... I don't know if there's a better player in the game right now. Just as a whole, he just has all the skill set. He had a little quiet period in Season 3, but since then, he's just got back to his form, and yeah, he's just amazing, Barnes. Even his 2 tries, like, they weren't normal fullback tries, you know, tap-backs or whatnot. They were just tries that only Barnes could score. You know, stepping back on the inside hard, going under and pushing over it, pretty much a standstill from a flat-footed start.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'd like to mention Lecky Tua, 129 metres. He played 41 minutes. What is going on there? That is terrific stuff from Lecky Tua. And 2 line breaks to his name as well. That's a fantastic second half performance.
You have to grant this 1 try assist that put the Raiders in front. The Raiders, they go into their 2nd consecutive grand final. Not many thought they'd be there at the beginning of the season, but a good finals run has put them in the position to be there. They've played tremendously today.
Well, they're the team that everyone thought would be out in week 1 of the finals. Beating the Panthers, beating the Broncos. What's next for the Canberra Raiders? Well, I guess we'll find out next week in the SRL Season 5 Grand Final. It's been a pleasure having you, Lachlan, tonight. We'll join back for next week. Join us, watch us, and listen to us for what is going to be the greatest, well, what could be the greatest grand final of all time, the Manly Seagulls taking on the Canberra Raiders. We'll see you in a week's time.